it's Ash from the Awakened State. So today we're going to talk about manifesting. I really want to bring an emphasis on manifesting is actually way more simple than we make it out to be. And the hugest problem I see repeatedly from myself over the years and with my clients and with my audience and just various people I talk to and hang out with is we overcomplicate manifestation. So I have been on this journey of understanding manifestation since, like 2013, 2015. It's been a while. And one of the things that hugely became this almost like mission or just scientific understanding is I really wanted to know how to manifest in an easy, simple way. And the more I began to understand manifestation, it became this moment of realizing that we do overcomplicate it by falling into these really simple mistakes that make manifesting so much harder. So what I really want to talk about today are the 5 ways that we need to stop immediately complicating our manifestation. So these are 5 mistakes that you are making you need to stop immediately to simplify manifestation. So let's dive in. So what's number 1? 1 is focusing too heavily on the how. Focusing and fixating and obsessing about the hows will drastically push you out of alignment. Why? Because you're saying to yourself unconsciously, I do not have it. So every time you are stating to the universe, how do I do this? How does this happen? How do I get this? How do I have this? What does I need to do? What do I need to have? What do I need to do? When we do that excessively, what we're telling the universe is actually, I don't have it. So I need to know the ways. I need to know the steps. I need to know the plan. I need to know the process. So then I can get my thing. And we do this naturally as our ego really likes to know the plan. Our ego likes to know the strategy. Our ego likes to know what is the most safe, calculated response of my past experiences so I can personally create this manifestation. So it is not harmful to me. So it is easy. So it is like out of harm's way. So it is the path of least resistance. Naturally, we try to do that. However, when we focus heavily on the how, we are pushing ourselves out of alignment. So despite our brain really, really, really wanting to have that plan and strategy and step-by-step process, we have to completely throw it away and instead believe that it is already done. That's step 1. So the second one is to know with absolute clarity and certainty that it is already yours. So the number 1 mistake that we do with number 2 is we allow ourselves to fall into a bad habit of completely fixating on the lack and the lack mindset and ultimately contractive energy. So number 2, the lack mindset. We fall into this trap of setting intentions, setting an affirmation, setting a certain goal or an intention, and then what do? Well, I don't have it yet. Where is it? I don't have it. I don't have it. So I'm going to focus on all of the ways I do not have it. I'm going to focus on all of the ways that it's not appearing in my reality, and I'm going to focus on all of the ways that everyone else has it, but I don't. And then so therefore, I am going to unconsciously push it further and further and further away from me because on some subconscious level, I'm saying they have it, I don't have it. It's obviously not here yet. I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. So what are you telling the universe? You're saying, I am not there yet, I do not have it. So how are you going to become an energetic match if you are saying you do not have it repeatedly, unconsciously, and when you are in a vibrational response of being contracted, you are not an expansive match towards what you actually desire. So your tip with number 2 is to really look at, where are you in a contractive energy? Where are you unconsciously in a state of lack? Where are you lacking something? What area of your life is perpetuating that lack cycle? And start to look at that and look at, how can you change it back into an abundance cycle? Where can you change the dial, change the script of tuning into, well, instead of lack, what if I focused on what it would be like to already have it? What if I focused on, it's not here yet, but I know it's on my way? What if I focused on it as if I'm placing an order, just like Amazon, and instead of obsessing about the tracking number and going, man, it's not here now, man, it is just not showing up today. And instead you realize, oh, I placed the order. It's okay. It's coming anyway. It doesn't matter because it's already done. It's already mine and I already ordered it. So it's not like it's going to get lost in the mail. It's going to come when it wants to come, when it's the most path of least resistance to arrive. So that's number 2. Number 3 is being in the waiting, wishing, hoping phase. So this is a really, really common one that I see a lot in manifestation communities, where we put too much focus and energy into those Dear Universe letters, into that moment of where you're trying to wish on a star, those moments where you're trying to push all of this energy into a higher deity, a higher person, a higher universal plane of existence. And you're saying, please, may I be granted permission to have this. May I be bestowed upon to have this. And what we're doing is we're like, I really, 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 really hope I get it. I really hope Santa's good to me this year. That's what we're doing. And so we have to really strip back this layer and look at, okay, if I'm still wishing for it, if I'm still hoping for it, if I'm still trying to chase it, and if I'm begging for it, I am drastically not in alignment. So we need to look at this and go, but if I do this, I'm telling the universe it's not mine. I'm telling the universe I'm still trying to work to get it. I'm still saying that unconsciously I'm in lack. And so when we create these Dear Universe letters, at its core, it's a beautiful concept. However, what instead I see is begging, wishing, hoping, pleading, and in this energy of desperation. So being in that energy of desperation is super contractive, and it will hold you back because it is saying, I am not the person who already has it. I am not an energetic match. I am an energetic mismatch. And basically, I am in a holding vibration from that because I'm hoping, pleading, begging. I really wish it's mine. And so what that does is it immediately repels your desires. So that is one of the worst things you can do for your manifestation. And if you are doing those Dear Universe letters, like, be in a space of gratitude, appreciation, and acceptance as you do that, but don't fall into the trap of hoping, pleading, begging, and being in this contractive energy of where you're kind of like waiting for Santa to arrive with the goodies. Like, it is not that. We do not need to approach manifestation that way. When we do this, we drastically push ourselves out of our personal power. We take away our power. And that is something we do not want to do, because manifestation is all about intentional, conscious creation. It's about taking your power back. So what's number 4? Number 4 is frantic action. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about this. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to think about frantic action. Frantic action. When was the last time when you took action, but you were in a space where you were anxious, you were pressured, you were frantic to make a decision, and your energy was kind of all over the place? A lot of the times we do this with manifesting because what is going on is we really, 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 really want the thing. And so we immediately think about all of the hows, and then we go into that obsessiveness of the lack, and then we're desperate. And then naturally, what happens? We fall into a frantic cycle. And that frantic cycle creates a pushing, kind of pressured energy where we feel like we have to excessively push the manifestation out. And what happens behind the scenes energetically is you're basically saying, I am clinging so strongly to my outcome that I will literally push it myself as far as I can go until I am exhausted, until I'm depleted, and I will allow myself to go beyond what I am capable of and completely push the manifestation myself. So, what we're doing energetically here is fundamentally a part of us doesn't fully believe we can have it. That is the simple answer to frantic action. So I think it's Gabby Bernstein says this is like being the pusher. Yeah, basically when you're being the pusher, unconsciously, there's a part of you that doesn't fundamentally believe you can have it. So fact check yourself here. Energetically check in. Do you fundamentally believe you can have your manifestation? Or are you unconsciously sabotaging it? Are you unconsciously in a space where you don't believe it's fully yours? Look at it. Number 5. Focusing too heavily on how to do versus how to be. This is the thing that is like so freaking powerful once you really break this down and understand what you're doing, and then you immediately start dropping this concept, you will blow your own mind. Because when we focus too heavily on the doing versus the being, what we are doing is we are coming at our manifestation from that frantic, pushy energy, and it's pushing it further away. And so when we are only focused on the doing as a concept, and this doesn't mean that action isn't powerful. This is more like I am frantically pushing the action forward. I'm focusing more on what I need to do to achieve something. I'm focusing on, well, I have to do the journaling, and I have to do the visualization practices, and I have to do the bless my crystals and my rocks, and then I have to do my create my dear universe letters, and then I have to do my every other ritual that's out there. I have to do my 555 and my 777 and my 333 and all of the things to get what I want. So if I do not do these things, then obviously I'm screwed and I just messed up my manifestation. When we come at this lens of what do I need to do? 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 We're not allowing ourselves to tap in fully to how do I be the person where the doing is effortless? How do I be the person who's already there? So the doing becomes more effortless and natural and magnetic. So the hugest thing to get here is when we only focus on the doing excessively and we focus at it from this lens of, well, I know when I do the fancy rituals and I do my visualizations and I do my hypnosis and I do all of this, then I am fully in alignment to get what I want. So I am naturally calibrating to what I want. So this is like a massive like deception in manifestation. So we have to look at it like this. So when we focus on this concept of feeling that we have to do certain things to perpetuate a certain vibrational signature to receive what we want, we are still in unconscious lack because we are not allowing ourselves to tap in fully to the fact that it is already ours. It is already done. It is already available. And instead what we're saying is, I have to do the journaling and I have to do the visualization so I am high vibe enough, so I am in a higher vibrational state of consciousness, so then I become more positive emotionally, and once I'm positive emotionally and I'm I'm radiating high vibes, and I'm in this state of full alignment and full integrity. And when I'm in that state of full alignment, full integrity, then I get to have what I want. It's a deception that is holding you in an unconscious pattern of lack, because you're saying I can only achieve something when I am a good girl who has certain higher vibrational qualities and does certain things and does certain steps, versus being the person, versus being the embodiment, versus being the person who already has it. Now let's rewind here. If I was already being the person who already has it, would I be frantically pressured and pushed into doing things? Or would I realize, oh, I already have it? Would I be obsessively focused on my rituals and my processes and my constant doingness because I'm frantically searching and chasing for the manifestation? No. Would I be in a state of lack? No. Would I be focused on the hows excessively, focused on inevitably, well, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? No. There's a core concept and a theme here. What is the secret? The secret is to focus more on the being to naturally be pulled into the doing, so you are inevitably becoming an energetic match naturally. So I want you to think about that. Those are the 5 concepts that you want to start drastically releasing, because once you start to do that, you free up so much more energy towards understanding that you do not need to be in lack consciousness to achieve your desires. And instead, you focus more on being the person who is literally already there. And the more you focus on the person who is already there, naturally the action happens. Naturally, you know what to do. Naturally, the beliefs fall into place, and it becomes more easy, aligned, embodied, and most importantly, it becomes a hell of a lot easier to manifest, because you have let go of all of the concepts that are making it harder and more complicated, and you're putting yourself in a contracted energy. So the goal is to move into that expansive energy by becoming the energetic match. All right, so I'd love to hear your thoughts about this topic. If you have any questions, drop them below. Hit the bell to subscribe. I will see you next week.